Faroe Islands, which is located between Iceland and Scotland. And I grew up there, and it's a quite small place. The population is 50,000 people who speak Faroese, and yeah, it's a place of green mountains and stormy weather, I guess. I've always been attracted to the dark side of the Faroe Islands. You know, I've always felt very inspired by the long, dark winters. I don't know why, it's something about being isolated there in the middle of the North Atlantic, and it's dark and you're like so far away from everything. I love to work with different people, and I get inspired by collaborations I do all over. But when I record my albums, I tend to go back to the people that really know me, and I gathered a band with members from the first band I actually played in. So we've known each other forever, and this is also my touring band. So we worked on this, on the production together with Tróndur, who was the producer of the album.
It can take a long, long time to find the reason and the right.
In My Shoes is a song about kind of finding the right tempo, the right rhythm in life, and doing things in your own tempo, in your own way, and sometimes it takes a long time to figure out how to do that. And it was funny when we recorded the song in the studio. With this song, it just took us ages to get the right track. It kept being too slow or too fast, and I almost gave up on it. And then we took a long break, and finally we nailed the right take of the song.
I keep trudging up the hill, it feels like I'm standing still. Walking in the mist, no one knows
It's inspired by a childhood memory from when I was little, and I took a walk, or I used to just go out playing somewhere in the nature somewhere, and I had all these spots where I had all my little adventures. I would dig something down and hide it, and then go back the day after and find it again, and pretend it was like a treasure or something. And one day I went out wandering up a mountain, and while I was away, all of a sudden the fog just surrounded me, and I had no idea where I was and which direction to go. So I was lost, up on the mountains for many hours, and I just walked and walked, couldn't find my way back home. So this memory really has been stuck with me, and so this song Into the Mist is inspired by that memory. We have all these ancient stories about the stones becoming alive and stuff like that, so it's kind of back to my roots. I made a video for it with Heiðrik, who is a video director, and I've been working with him on a few videos actually. I love working with him because he has the brilliant mind and a great way of putting things into beautiful scenery. My World is a song about, it's actually, I wrote the melody for the song, and it's a poem by my friend Marion Chelnes, who is a great poet. When I read this poem, I just heard the melody in my head straight away, and I feel very lucky I got to use it on my album. The title track of the album, Slør, I just thought it was a very good title for the album, because slur is a word that can embrace so many things. It can both mean a veil that you wear, and it can also represent the fog, that you don't really see through the veil. And so I felt this song kind of represented the whole album, both the love songs and also the songs about breaking free, taking away the veil, and clarity, all these things, which I feel the album's about. When we recorded this track, I remember we had many different versions of it. Some were more up-tempo, and I even did one that was only guitar and vocal. But then we ended up using a version that was, a mix of both, with the guitar and bass line and a quite heavy beat, which I thought fitted quite well. It's a song I wrote many years ago, actually, and I wrote it just when I had bought my drum, actually, and I remember I just was so drawn into this drum and so inspired by it. I was like, just in the middle of the night in this big dark hallway in a studio in Iceland, while I recorded an album. I think it was my 4th album, and I wrote this song in the middle of the night, and the song ended up on that album. But it's one of those songs that has been haunting me for years. On all my tours, I have always played that song, and it has changed. I feel like it has changed along with me, and the way I play it today is very different from the way I played it then. TRØLLABUNDIN is just composed with the drum and then a melody on top, and like I said, it's been evolving and growing with the years. The more I've played it, it's been changing its form, kind of, and I started, at one point I started adding in this throat singing part, and that part is not on the original recording, so that's maybe one of the main reasons I decided to record it again. I've always loved beatboxing, but I couldn't do it. I've been trying, but I can't make it sound good. But then I figured I can do these kind of sounds much better. So I guess it's my personal way of beatboxing.